Hello everybody. I am just joining you in the comments. If you can let me know if you can hear me and see me. I have confirmation that you can hear and see me. I am just trying to join you in the comments. So while I'm trying to do that, I have something very exciting to show you all tonight. I am super excited, so please tag all of your Cricut buddies in the comments. Let's get everybody here so I can share it with everyone. So we do have a bit of a lag. If you have joined the classes before, you will know that it does take quite a while for me to come back to your questions. But if you do have any questions, please do pop them in the comments, and if I don't get to them, then one of the lovely admins definitely will. But your question will definitely be answered. I'm just having an issue joining you in the comments. I'm just going to try a different way. There we are. Seems I'm not allowed to join you in the comments today. So I'm going to carry on trying to join you in the comments. While I'm doing that, tag all of your Cricut besties and let's share in this fun together. So tonight we are going to be making a sticker set with matching packaging. So I have done a back to school one, but you could use this for anything. So I think this would be great for parties, and I will show you the two different versions that I have. I think it would be a really cool little party favor, and you can do it with stickers or you can do it with tattoos even. So if it's a kids party, then tattoos would be perfect. Okay, there we are. Have finally been able to join you. Hello everybody. I love seeing all of the familiar faces. Hi Susan, Amy, Natalie, Zelda. So let me show you what we will be making, and it's a really simple project. So this is the bigger version that I've done. So this is a sticker set, and it's got its matching packaging obviously. And then I just did a little mini version over there, so let's just, there it is there. I think this would be absolutely perfect for party packs. So you can use this for pretty much anything, and this is obviously a small business idea, so it's things that you can do with your Cricut to earn money. Teachers love stickers, and that's why I went with the back to school. So for this, what you're going to need is, you are literally just going to need, depending which size you do, so let's just put you all there. So depending which size you want to do, you will obviously need some Cricut printable vinyl. So if you have not seen yet, the packaging has been changed, so you're going to look for this packaging in store. And that is the plain white, but you can use the gold, you can use the silver. The silver is really nice, like holographic color, and I absolutely love the gold. Or you can go for the plain white. Then if you're going to be doing the smaller one, you're going to need a tiny little Ziploc bag. And if you're doing the bigger one, you're going to obviously need a bigger self-sealing bag. And then the next thing is, oopsie, photo paper. So this is 115, yes, 115 GSM, and I got this from Take-A-Lot. It's It's 100 sheets. I'm not sure what brand it is. Any brand that works for you will work perfectly. So just a reminder, we do have an amazing competition. It is the last week to enter, so if you haven't entered yet, then you definitely have to enter. So there is the chance to win a Cricut Joy 2. All that you have to do is create or personalize your own supporter gear for the Springboks or Bafana Bafana. So if you're not into soccer, that's not your thing, and you are a rugby fan, that is completely okay. We just want to see you supporting the South African teams. So you are going to use your Cricut and you are going to personalize your own supporter gear in any way that you want. I've seen some really amazing things. I've seen little party boxes, I've seen chocolate wrappers, I've seen shirts, I've seen some really, really amazing things, and I promise you, you want to win these prizes. Okay, so we're going to jump onto Design Space. Please tag all of your Cricut besties in the comments. I'm looking at how many people have joined the live. When we hit 50 viewers, I will tell you our little secret, and I promise you, you want to be here for it. It's very exciting. Okay, so we are going to look for an A4 print and cut template. That's what we're going to start with. So I see a lot of people always asking how they can maximize their space when they're doing print and cut, especially stickers. And this is how you're going to do it. You're going to start off with an A4 print and cut template. Let's see there. It's usually close to the top. Let's see, print template. I see Sarah's asking if Susie is still walking the babies, and Susie had actually said earlier that she was stuck at work. So I do hope she's been able to make it. Oh, where's our A4 print and cut template? Ah, there it is. Okay, so this is the one that I usually use. And we're going to say editor copy. We're going to replace that because we are obviously going to redo our entire design. So we can put the template aside for a second. So one of the things that I've seen a lot of people getting stuck on is the new update that changes the way that you move things around on your canvas. So now you have to actually click on an actual part of the design. So if I click on the center, you can see that nothing happens. I have to actually click on the design to be able to move it. This makes a lot more sense when you're working with layered images. I did forget to say this class is proudly sponsored by Cricut and Logitech as always, and we are super grateful for that. Okay, so we're going to start off with our wrapper first, and it's quite easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert a square, and we're going to resize this, and we're going to go with 24.5. So this is an intermediate class, but it is also very doable for beginners. If you are stuck, if I'm moving too fast, please do leave your questions in the comments and we will definitely try and get to them. So we're going to make that white just so that it's easier to work with. What I'm then going to do, so if we look at the size of this, the height is 16.6. So I'm going to insert a line. I'm going to resize that to 16.6 so that it matches. And I'm going to duplicate that. So now I want to position this so that it is the correct sizing. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a square that is 11.4. And that's just going to help me to position my score lines so that they are the correct size. I don't think that's correct though. So your score lines need to be half the size of your total shape. So I don't think 11.4 is correct for this one. I just want to check that. 24.5, so it can work. 11.4 works. So remember, you do want a little overlap at the back so that it can obviously connect together. So what we're going to do is we're going to select both of our score lines. We're going to align that vertical, and then we're going to attach. Then what we're going to do is we're going to align this vertical and horizontal, and that's going to show us where we're going to design everything. So for this one, what I did is I looked for lined paper, and I used one of these. So I actually went with this one and I doubled it up. So I went like that, and then I duplicated it and flip it so that both of them fitted like so. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab all of those, we're going to say align, we're going to vertically align it, and that's going to be flattened. Actually, let's Control Z. So we're not going to flatten it just yet, because actually we can flatten it. We're flattening it. Okay, so I've added my lines onto it, my lined paper look. I've added my score lines. My score lines are attached, but they are not attached to my piece yet. So you can see on the side they're two separate pieces. And then I've flattened the design onto it. So when I did the first one, what I did is I just put random stickers on the back, but what I thought would be really cool is if I actually put some of the stickers that I would be using on the back. So let's just have a look for some back to school designs. So we went with that one. Did we? It's fine. I'm going with this one now. So what I also did is I inserted two squares and I made these light blue. And this is going to go at the top and the bottom. So like so, we're just going to resize that. Oopsie. And this is just going to be where we're going to actually crimp the paper once we're done. So this will be our cutting and crimping. And again, it just shows us where not to put our design. So we're going to say, oopsie, school, stationery. And you can obviously choose whatever you want for the edges here. I went with a school board with pencils and another pencil. But you can go with anything. Obviously, if you're doing a birthday, you're going to go with like balloons and stuff. I just thought the school would be cool because then I could give it to my daughter to give to her teacher. Okay, so we're going to do it like that. So you can see that a little bit is overlapping onto the side pieces, and that's completely okay. And then we will go with it's all pencils. We don't just want pencils, we want other fun stuff. And yes, I did promise in previous classes that I would bookmark the things that I had used, but I did not do that. So let's just search for school. This works. I'm taking it all on a journey with me now. So while we're going on this journey, I would love to know how everybody feels about the exciting news that Cricut has shared about this weekend and what is happening. And if you don't know, where have you been? Okay, so we're going to use those two, and then what we're going to do is we're going to insert another shape. So I'm going to use a rounded square. You can obviously use whatever you want. It does not have to be this shape. So this is going to be your little window that's going to show your stickers through it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to select the pencils and the square. We're going to say copy, and then we're going to paste it over here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our little whatever that is on the side and our pencils, and we're going to say weld. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slice it. So what you should be left with is this. So what I then did here is I actually contoured it because I didn't want all of these teeny tiny pieces to cut. So we're going to try and get rid of some of them. So whenever I'm doing designs, I always like to try and think about how it's going to affect the end result, basically. So if I have a lot of tiny little lines that need to be cut, then obviously that's going to be difficult for me. So let's just say Control Z. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to add, so you can see I'm grabbing the little side piece. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a tiny little offset. Do I want to 0.018? I do want to. You're going to apply that. Okay, we're going to delete that. We're going to delete that. We're going to work with our offset only. Let's have a look at it. We want to hide all contours. No, we just want to hide the little pieces. So we don't want any of those little pieces. Yes, there it is. Yeah, we want that. So it does get quite tricky when you have like multiple pieces that you have to work with, but it's fine. Okay, now we're going to slice that again, and then we're going to get rid of all these little sliced pieces. Okay. Now we need to get rid of this, and this is going to fit in here. So again, you can see when I take it away, there are still little pieces on the one side, so I am going to fix that by contouring some more, basically. And I'm just kind of trying to fit it in. Let's zoom in a bit. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to add a little offset to this, and again I'm just trying to get rid of those little pieces. So I've got my offset. I'm going to contour the offset. I'm going to say I just want to get rid of the little pieces. There they are. Okay, apply. Now we're going to slice it one more time, and then we're going to get rid of all of those little pieces, and that should be much better. Okay, perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to fill in everything. Oh yay, Susie's here. I'm so glad you made it. Okay, so I'm just getting distracted with everyone in the comments. I love seeing what's going on. So if you haven't entered the Mzansi challenge, there is also the sticker challenge, and this project that we're busy with is perfect for that. So there's a suggestion there. Okay, so I'm just going to look for teacher. Again, you can put whatever you want here. If it was for a birthday, you could put the kid's name. I just kind of went with the whole back to school thing. So I like to make projects that can be used afterwards, and these can be used by my child's teacher. So I put that. Let's make it smaller. Here we are. So remember, one side is going to slightly overlap onto the other side to stick it, so also just be mindful of that. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to look for all of our stickers. So with the stickers, what I thought would be cool is if we actually put samples of the stickers on the back. So I'm going to look for, good job, that one. I like that. So we're going to make that teeny tiny. That's going to go there. We're going to duplicate that because we're going to use it in our stickers. Great work. And you can obviously choose how many pages you want to do. So if you want to do one sheet of stickers, that's completely fine. You can do one sheet of stickers. I did, I think, 2 sheets. I did 2 sheets. So what I did is I did one sheet of small stickers that are good for kids' books, and then I did one sheet of big stickers, oopsie, Control Z, of big stickers that would be for the teacher specifically. Okay, we're going to use that. Superstar. I don't know. What other stickers do we have? Great work. Great work's a good one. That's cute. Excellent work. I like that one. We'll put that there. And we'll just choose one more because obviously I don't want to keep you waiting with me while I'm trying to find, well done, while I'm trying to find stickers. There are so many to choose from though. As you can see, there are loads. I really like that one. That was a fun one. And I love this one. Well done. Very cheesy, but I love it. It reminds me of Kim, actually. Okay. So we're going to stick these here. So I'm just going to show you. Okay. So firstly, we're going to select all of this. Okay. And then on the side panel, what we're going to do is we're going to let go of our so that's the whale. So we don't want our slice result, and we don't want our, here it is here. So we can just rename that layer to score lines, so we know where it is. Okay, so we don't want our score lines, and we don't want this black square to be selected. So we're just going to hold down Control, and we're going to let go of them. And then we're going to flatten everything else. So there you can see everything's flattened. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on our slice result. We need to bring it to the top. So let's just move it down so you can see it. That wasn't it. Control Z. Yes. Is it this one? It is this one. Okay, so we're going to move it there. Then we're going to select that, and our flatten. Let's Control Z again because our flatten turned into that. So we want our score lines, we want our slice result, and we want our flatten, and we're going to attach that. Except you can't see it now. Okay, let's do it this way. Score lines to the top, slice result to the top. Okay, now you can see it. Now we're going to select everything and attach. So remember, attaching takes multiple functions and it makes it work together on the same mat. So we will have print then cut, we will have scoring, and then we will have this black section that will cut out on its own. So very important. Now I'm just going to show you a sample of how I would set up the stickers, and then I will set them up a different way. And you will see why very shortly. So what I would usually do here is I would, oopsie, that moved. So I'm using the print and cut template, and I'm going to duplicate my stickers, They don't have to be perfectly aligned, so what you can do is you can actually duplicate it 4 times. You can select all of them, and you can say align, you can say horizontal and top. You can see they're a little bit too big, so what I would then do is I would grab all of them, make them a little bit smaller, take this last one, move it out, and then select all of them again and say align, and we're going to distribute that horizontally, and what that does is it perfectly spaces them. So usually it's not such a struggle. Usually my sizing is a lot better than that. There we are, horizontal, top, and there it is, perfectly aligned. And then I would go and I would do that for each of them. So for this one, I'd say maybe 4 of them I'll get in there. Then we're going to stick 1 at the back. We'll select all 4 of them, align, top, and horizontal, and that's going to perfectly space them for you. And I will go and I'll do that throughout the whole sheet. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete my print then cut template, and I am going to select all of my stickers and attach them. So that's very important. One thing you also need to be mindful of is if this is a print then cut image. So you can see this is not. I would need to flatten that to make it print then cut. So all of those are print then cut. Is this one? No, he isn't. So we're going to flatten him. And that one is print then cut. So that is how I would set it up on an A4 print then cut template. However, tonight we are not going to be using an A4 print then cut template. We are going to be making this on the Joy 2. So I'm very, very excited to show it to you. I'm going to show you everything that you will get in the box with the Joy 2. So they go on sale officially in South Africa tomorrow at Walton's and Takealot. So if you have been keeping an eye out for the new machines, tomorrow is your chance to get it, and I promise you, you want it. This machine is the cutest thing I have ever seen in my entire life, and it works like an absolute beast. I am in love with this machine. So I'm going to set this up for print then cut on the Cricut Joy 2, and hopefully you will all rush out to buy one tomorrow, and then you will know how to do it as well. So that is actually where our little mini one came from, and it's really, really cute. I love it. I think it is the cutest thing ever. It is absolutely perfect for party packs. I think it's going to be really, really fun, and I cannot wait to start including that in some of my offerings for my small business. Okay, so let's do this. I'm very excited. I don't know if you can hear. I'm actually smiling so wide right now. I am so excited to show all of you this. So with the Joy 2, so we're just going to change this over. The machine's not on, but it is what it is going to do is it is going to give us an error here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to auto resize the image. And then I'm just going to duplicate that. So you will see why I'm duplicating it shortly. Then we are going to start setting up our stickers. So with the little sample that I made earlier, I checked the size, and the stickers could be about 5 centimeters. So I just want to make sure that I am still on track there. Yes, perfect. So I really love this more for, not for the back to school. I think the bigger one is really, really cool for the back to school, unless you're obviously making for a lot of teachers, then it would be really cool. I'm seeing everyone in the comments saying they can hear how excited I am. I'm so excited, and I cannot wait to show it to you all. It's such a beautiful machine. So when I change the camera over, you will see that I have my maker on my desk, and you'll be able to see the size difference. It is teeny, teeny, tiny, and I'm absolutely in love. Okay, so let's do this so that I can change over and show everybody. Okay, so we're going to put in a square, and this is going to help me set up my print and cut for the Joy 2. So I have not mastered the print and cut template, or I have not found a print and cut template for the Joy 2 yet. So I just went with size, and this is the size that I used. You could obviously optimize it and get better use of the space. I'm not too stressed about that today. I kind of just want to show you how to work with everything. Okay, so I'm going to go with 7.81 by 20.49. Okay, then we're going to make this white just so that we can see better. Well, it could stay black, I guess. And we're going to make that print and cut. So you can see it's not giving me any errors, so it's perfect for print and cut. And then we're just going to send it to the back. And we're just going to start setting up our stickers. So remember I said we just need to make sure that our stickers are smaller than 5 centimeters. I would love to know if anybody is planning on buying the Joy 2 or even the Explore 5. It is the 5, I think. Yes, it is the 5. Or is anybody going to go and join any of the ambassadors in store this weekend? So everybody's excited now. Now my class is just, come on, guys. Okay, I'll hurry. I will hurry. Soon. Okay, so I am hurrying, and that means that we are getting less stickers on the page because I'm trying to just hurry and I'm not really optimizing it. But obviously you can play with your space, you can get the best use of your space. And again, remember there will be a slight space on the top and the bottom. Just like the normal print and cut, where you can obviously add more stuff. Okay, so there we are. We're just going to select those. We're going to say attach, and then I'm just going to fill this side up with the well dones, just for Kim. I know I can't. So remember the black block at the back is literally just me. Let's just do this because I know everyone's super excited and I'm taking long now. So the black block is just me using it to place my stuff. We're not going to keep it. So we're going to say align, vertical, and then we're going to duplicate this. Let me see if I can get these in. Because I do still care about my material. I don't want to waste too much. Delete those, grab those, make them a little bit smaller, and we're going to place them there. Okay, I think that's pretty good use of the space. What we're going to do now is we're just going to grab those and we're going to attach. So remember, attaching is going to keep it exactly where we had it on the canvas. So when I say make it, it's not going to rearrange everything. However, if you do not want to go through all of this, then you can obviously just say make it, and then you can make it. We didn't use that and we didn't choose that, but it's completely fine. Okay, so we have everything set up. We have our stickers, which look huge. Why do they look so big? Sorry. No, they're fine. They're fine. They'll work. Okay, so now we're going to say make it. Let me swap over so that I can show you this beautiful machine. There's no machine. No, I'm joking. Okay, so here is, so exciting. Here is the Joy 2. How beautiful is it? So if I pull my maker forward so you can see, here is the maker 4. She's even going on the side. And there is the Joy 2. Look how teeny tiny it is. It is so cute. And it weighs a whopping 0.91 kg. So it's not even a kg. I can literally hold it with one arm. I think it is the cutest thing ever. I absolutely love it. It's a little bit dusty. Okay, so this one is going to work very similarly to the first Joy 1, the first Joy. So we're just going to plug it in. There it is there. It should be starting up. It is so cute. So cute. Okay, I have to take you back to Design Space now. I'm so sorry. Okay, so you can see the print then cut. What it does is, because you obviously are working on a Joy size mat, you are going to be able to get 2 mats on one piece of paper, and that's why I duplicated this. So we're just going to obviously make sure that we're on A4, because we are obviously working on A4. Have I moved you over? Yes, I have. I'm seeing the lag on the phone. So we're going to be working with A4, so we're just going to change all of these to A4. Perfect. Okay, we're going to say continue. And then while this is printing, I'm just going to show you all of the really cool stuff that came with it. This is probably one of the best bundles I've ever seen. And this is standard, so this is not, it's not like a special bundle, it's a standard bundle, which is really cool. Okay, so we're going to send this to our printer. And as you can see, it's going to put 2 onto one page. I could probably fit more of them, but again, it's really my first time using the machine, so I wasn't going to mess around too much with optimizing space, but we definitely will get to that at some point, and I can't wait to show you everything this beautiful little machine can do. Okay, so as always, we're going to use system dialog, and we're going to say print. So for these little ones, I am using a 200 GSM glossy photo paper, and the reason for that is it's really teeny tiny, and I was a little bit nervous of using the thinner paper. So just be mindful, if you are going to be doing the smaller ones, maybe use a thicker cardstock or paper. Okay, so for this, my preferences are going to be photo paper glossy, and I'm going to use a high quality print. I'm going to make sure we're on A4. I'm going to say OK, and we are going to print that. And then while that is printing, I'm going to show you everything that comes with this beautiful machine. Okay, so there she is. There she is, beautiful. So please don't judge my desk. I know you all saw it. This was when I burnt my desk with hot glue one class. Very fun. Okay, so in your Joy 2 box, you will get a user guide. So this is new. We didn't get user guides before. It's going to run you through everything you need to know about the Joy 2. You're then also going to get an essential bundle kit. So I haven't even opened this. In here you get some insert cards. So it's an insert card set. It looks like you get 2 cards with 2 envelopes, and obviously the inserts are inside of it. Oh, and I love those inserts. They're like textured ones. Love that. You then also get smart vinyls. So there are, I think there's 10 sheets if I'm not mistaken. So you get practice sheets of smart vinyl, and there's different colors there, as you can see. You also get smart iron-on. So I think, I might be wrong, but I think there was also 10 sheets. I'm trying to look across onto the bed. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. There's 4 sheets of smart iron-on. You then also get transfer tape, so there's I think 6 here. There is printable vinyl, which is perfect for this project. There is cardstock even. So everything that you need to actually get started and start making projects. So there's a bunch of cardstock there, and that is the materials that you get with it. And I'm not done yet. This is just one of the little packages that come with it. So everything here you need to get going, you can literally buy the machine, take it out the box, and you can get going. You don't need to buy anything extra straight away. And what I love about this is it gives you the opportunity to actually test out the different materials. So I always thought that I would use a lot of blue vinyl because I absolutely love the color blue, and it's actually the vinyl that I use the least. So what I love about having these samples is that you can actually gauge what you use and what you don't use and how quickly you use it before you invest in more materials that are just going to sit around. So that is your essential materials bundle. Very cool. And then, see, I can't pick it up. So obviously in the machine you have a fine point blade. So here is the fine point blade, and you can see that it is different to the current Joy's fine point blade. And then in the box, this is super cool. So I've already taken the mat out. You get the mat, which is obviously the same as the Cricut Joy mat. So if you have mats that you haven't used, do not throw them away. They will be perfect for your Joy 2, because I know you all need to get the Joy 2. So there's a little paper what is this, ruler, and I love this because if you are measuring, let's say, a tumbler or a glass, it perfectly goes around it. Love that. You also get the Cricut Joy card mat with it. You get a pen, so a black pen. You get a weeding tool, and how cool is this? I don't know why I love this so much, but it's white. The whole thing is white, and I know I'm gonna dirty it so quickly, but I'm just so used to getting the pink one or the blue one or the purple one. So just to show you, oh there, I've got the green one. So you can see this one is white at the end, and I love that. It's so cute. And then you also get your spatula. You get a little scraper, and all of it is white. I just love that. I don't know what color I thought it was going to be, but I just love that. And then you also get a little scoring tool. So remember, the Joy 2 can print, then cut, and it can score, which is super, super cool. Then if we lift this, you also get a full-size trimmer, which is really cool. So this is essentially a 13-inch tool set that you get with it, along with a card mat, along with your long mat, and a whole bunch of materials so that you can get going straight away. So this is honestly such an amazing deal. I see some people asking about the price point, so unfortunately I cannot give you an exact price point. So remember, all of the retailers do decide on their own pricing. There are recommended retail prices. However, the resellers or the retailers obviously have the ability to choose their own pricing. So you will unfortunately have to wait until tomorrow. However, I can tell you that the price points are very affordable. So one of the things that Cricut looked at when designing these machines was how to make the process simpler for people that want to be creative but maybe don't have the space or don't have the technical know-how. So there was a lot of thought that went into that, and also how to make it more affordable for the consumer. So while I cannot give you an exact price point, I do know it is going to 110% be worth it. Okay, so this is the page that's printed, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but on the one side we have a little 1 here. So remember where you had the arrow, or where you would have the arrow, This one has a 1, and then on the other side there's a 2. So that's why you get a paper trimmer. I am just going to use my scissors. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this down the middle. There we are. And that is ready to be cut. Then we're just going to print our second ones quickly. So that's going to be the sticker paper. Honestly, I did not think that I needed a joy in my life, but I'm in love with it. It is the cutest thing ever, and it's absolutely perfect for those quick projects. The fact that it can score and that it can print then cut, absolutely love it. Okay, so for our printable vinyl, what I found is if I change this to matte or glossy paper, then it actually oversaturates the paper. So for my Epson L1250, what I do is I choose normal paper and then I put high quality print. So remember, you have to slow down the print enough to not get lines running across your paper. So we're going to use System Dialog, and we're going to start working with this baby very shortly. I'm just printing this quickly so that everything is ready for us. So Carlos said that you get so much more in this than other machines, and that's I think was the whole point of it, was to make it an all-inclusive purchase so that new users can get going straight off the bat. So I know sometimes it might feel like you're unheard or there's frustrations, but I promise you Cricut is always listening, always trying to improve in things, and it's one of the things that I respect so much about the brand. I know that all of the changes are not always perfect for everybody, but they are changes that are made in the best interest of everybody. So Cricut is always listening, and that's why we always suggest, if you are not happy with a certain feature or you have a suggestion on how it can work better, then reach out to Cricut via the reporting function in Design Space, and give them your suggestions. Okay, so we are printing that and we're going to get cutting here. So we are using a Cricut Joy mat, which is lovely. It means if you already have the Joy, I hope I did change that. So if you already have the Joy, then you can use these same mats. Okay, so we're choosing number 1, see? And we're using a light grip mat, obviously. Oh, I didn't change it. So I'll show you now. I was too busy talking, and we got some lines on it because I did not change our thing. So you can see, just like the Joy, it's flashing, it's ready for me. And we're going to insert our mat. So there's 2 little things here on the side. We're going to insert the mat underneath that, and it's just going to slide in. So I'm going to measure it. Oopsie boopsie. So I did make a mistake. So we're just going to pause that. So it did ask me for the scoring tool, which obviously I did not put in. So we're just going to quickly swap that. So just like the Joy, very simple. And we're just going to say resume. Okay, so it has scored. That's so cool. I love it. I love it. And it is now telling me to set up for the next step, which is load the fine point blade. So just to show you as well, fine point blade has a little hole and the scoring tool has no hole. And we're going to say go. Okay, so while she's cutting, I just do want to show you what I was saying about the lines, because it is a question that comes up quite often. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but if you look in this whale, he's got lines running across him. And very often people will mistake that for their printer running out of ink, or a print setting. Okay, it is a print setting, but they'll think that there's something wrong with their printer, and it really isn't. It is that the printer printed too fast. So we're just going to reprint that quickly. Okay, so it's ready. I do just want to test it. It looks good though. Did it cut? It didn't cut. Oh no, because I used the copy paper setting. So I should have used the medium cardstock setting. I used the copy paper setting. So luckily we have a second sheet here. That was a user error. That was not a Beautiful Joy error, because the Joy cuts beautifully. It really does. Okay, so we're going to start from the top. I got too excited. Okay, scoring tool in, and we're going to choose medium cardstock, not copy paper. So remember, I did use the thicker cardstock here. This is a 200 GSM photo paper. Okay. I'm so excited to see everybody's new joys. I am so excited, and I'm actually very excited to see who gets the Explore 5, because the Explore 5 has the same concept. So it's got the open face at the top, which means no breaking of your lid. You cannot break the lid at all. And a lot of people were worried about dust, but to be fair and to be completely honest, when you see me during class, my machine is closed, it looks neat and tidy. Most days it just sits open. So to be completely fair, it's not a feature that I will miss very, very much. So Susie had the idea, can't I just put it back and recut? It's going to read those black lines to cut anyway. That's actually a great idea. I could have done that. There's no reason that it shouldn't have worked, because it is a print then cut. It would have cut in the exact same place. So I think if I was doing like a normal cardstock project that didn't have the printing cut lines, then I definitely wouldn't do that, because obviously it's not going to cut in the same place. But with something like this, I think it could have worked. So that's actually a really good suggestion. Okay, so we're just going to reprint this without me getting distracted. Okay, so as always, remove the mats. And there we are. You can see it cut beautifully with the right cut setting. User error. And this one is teeny tiny. I know it's teeny tiny, but I absolutely love it. And I think it is perfect for kids' party packs. So if you haven't tried the Cricut tattoo paper yet, it is so much fun. My daughter absolutely loves it. She made me print her a whole bunch of tattoos. And I think those would be really cool for kids' party packs. Even stickers. Kids love stickers. Okay, we're just reprinting that. I'm just going to take this off. So remember oh, that sounds sick. That's my printer. So remember we had attached the little square in the center, and that was going to give us our little cutout window, which you will see now. And you will also then understand why we didn't just attach the square and we had to actually slice it first. Side here. We're just printing our stickers that are going to go in. And then we're going to cut that. So with our stickers, we're going to do the same thing. So you can see it prints on both sides. And again, we didn't optimize our space because we were in a rush and we just wanted to get to this part. Okay, so we're going with number 1. Oopsie. So with these, I did want to cut all the way through. So I am using a cut setting that is much higher than what I require. So the cut setting I'm using is actually for the specialty vinyl. And the reason for that is obviously I wanted to cut all the way through the backing. So we're going to say sticker. We're almost there, I promise. I know we are running a little bit over. We're going to use the specialty sticker. Oh no, we want printable vinyl. That's why I can't find it. So we want printable vinyl, and I'm going to be using the specialty gold silver, and I'm just going to increase the pressure. An amazing thing, so I did not calibrate this machine. It didn't ask me to calibrate it, so I'm not sure if it's done before it gets to us or if it just doesn't really need it. I'm not 100% sure there. But I thought that was very interesting. Okay, so with this, we're then just going to fold on our score lines like so. And then we're going to do the same on this side. So it's exactly the same as a chip packet. It's essentially the exact same thing. So we're just going to fold that, fold that. Oh, thank you. I actually just broke a nail. So I was trying to save myself in the background here. Oh, I love it. But I'm so glad you like them. I love this machine. I love the color. I must say I love the color scheme that Cricut is going with their machines, and oh, I just love it. I love it. Okay, we're going to unload that. And then we're just going to peel. You can see, so satisfying. Now what you can do is you can do easy peel stickers if you want. I see somebody did them on the group the other day. They're really cool. So with an easy peel sticker, what you're going to do is you're going to add 3 offsets. So you're going to have 2 outer offsets, 2 bigger ones that are going to be the exact same size. And the reason you want 2 of them is you want your machine to cut through the backing there. Then you're going to have another offset that is going to be smaller than the other 2, and that's only going to be 1 single offset. You're going to align everything, and then you're going to attach that. So your machine is going to cut once closer towards the sticker, and then it's going to cut twice on the outside of the sticker, and that's going to give you your little easy peel sticker, which are really cool. Okay, we're just going to do this one quickly. And what's nice, so I do just want to show you this, because they print on the same page, you can see that it's already got my base material set there, so I don't have to select it again. So it already knows that I'm going to be using the same material for 2 of the cuts. So Candace says she doesn't know if she'd want to get the Explore or the Joy 2, and honestly it is such a difficult decision because they are both such amazing machines. I think it would all boil down to your space requirements. So here you're either going to use double-sided tape or you're going to use glue. I'm just going with some glue because this one's so little. I'm just going with the glue. You're just going to glue that down. It's so cute though. Oh my goodness. So cute. And then we're going to do the same on the bottom. Oopsie. And then also remember, if you haven't joined the Mzansi challenge yet, you could win a joy too. You could win one of these babies to take home and keep forever. Like we won't even come and fetch it from you. It'll be yours forever, I promise. So if you haven't entered yet, I don't know what more incentive you need to enter. So Susie said, how do you justify the fact that you have a joy extra, and a maker? So Susie, like I have, I think like 5 pairs of jeans, and I've never explained to anybody why I have 5 different pairs, because I just feel like it's okay. It's okay to have beautiful things and things that make you happy. So if they ask, that's how you justify it. Or I have a better idea. You can start a Cricut museum and just keep beautiful Cricut things. And then if your husband asks why or why you need more, tell him that people want to see it. So my glue's not being very nice right now. I am just battling with my glue. Yes, I love that idea. So Susie says she could give the joy. I think there are so many people who want to get involved in this, but maybe don't have the means. So that's a beautiful idea. I love that. Okay, so I'm just using my brayer to kind of, oopsie, maybe I used too much glue. I did, because it's all over my brayer now. Oh, okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, we're going to give that 2 seconds. We're going to unload this. And there it is. Easy peel. Love it. Love, 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 love. And we're just going to take our stickers off. So with the Joy 2, you can make teeny tiny little gift boxes. You can make these little packages for your stickers. You can make stickers. You can make labels. You can make cards. You can make vinyl decals. You can make shirts. You can make bottles. You can make etched glasses. There is so much that you could do with it. Okay, so there are all of our stickers. Those are going to go into our little, oopsie, where is it? Oh no, what did we do with our Ziplocky bag? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I just happened to have this little Ziplocky bag that was the perfect size. So obviously if you're making the bigger one, you're going to be using a self-seal, what's it? A self-sealing bag. And that's going to go inside. If you don't have a self-sealing bag, then what I did is I actually cut a piece of plastic. Oopsie, our little whales are a little bit too big. So I cut a piece of plastic and I stuck it on the inside before I started assembling everything. So that's also completely fine. You can do that. Oh, I love this. I love it. So cute. And this is a perfect small business idea. I think there are so many great ideas where you can make money with your Cricut machine. You just have to think outside the box. And remember, people will pay for the craziest things. They really will. What we as Cricut users are so used to having, other people would absolutely love to have it. Oopsie boopsie. So the only thing with this is obviously if you're going to be buying self-sealing bags or little Ziplocky bags, then you just want to make sure that it fits, just to make it easier for yourself. See, so I did put too much glue. Oh, that's on me. That's on me. So we're going to, so what we want to do is, this is a little bit long, so I'm going to fold it over on top, and then you're going to put that in like so. How cute is that? And this is such a cute way to sell stickers. So if you think about it, selling stickers, everybody loves stickers first of all, but selling stickers without any sort of packaging, or even just in a plain see-through baggie, is so boring. We have the ability to do so much more. Okay, so this does need to glue. My glue is just taking a long time to dry for whatever reason. And I can't get that on. Okay, there, got it. Okay, there it is. So that is just taking a bit too long to dry. So with the little one, you'll see I didn't crimp the edges because obviously it is so little. Here it is. So with this one, I did not crimp the edges, but I did use my scissors to cut them. So I just use these. Easier, it's quicker. And then with the big one, I did obviously crimp it. So with the big one, I did add in big labels for the teacher. So you can see there, and then there's one at the back, so she can label her books. And then there's obviously also the good work, etc. stickers. With the little ones, I just did good work, great job, etc. There it is there. And then with this one that's still trying to dry, we're getting there. So what I would do is I just take the scissors and give it a chop. Oopsie. Like so. There we are. And that's going to give it that little chip bag effect. And it just makes it more fun, to be honest. And there it is. How cute are they? I love them. I love them. I would absolutely love to get that in my party pack. There it is. And I think I don't have any printable tattoo paper close to me that I can show you, but Cricut does obviously have the printable tattoo paper, which is perfect for these. Absolutely perfect. It's such a cool little business idea. And even so, Caroline did the magnets last week. So this is also really cool packaging for magnets. If you wanted to make and sell magnets, you could package it like this. There's so many things that you could do. So just to show you, this is the crimper that I use. I'm not 100% sure where you can get it, but that is what is going to give you the crimp lines. We have obviously done things before where we actually just scored instead of done the crimping. So that is also another option. So thank you so much for joining. I really hope that this has inspired you, and I really hope that getting to see this beautiful machine in action is inspiring some of you to get out there first thing tomorrow morning and invest in one of them. It is absolutely the cutest machine I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's so light. Look at that. It is so light. I love it. It would fit absolutely anywhere. So again, you can see the difference in size compared to the maker. It's a little baby. Oh, it makes me so excited. So you can see the difference in size compared to the maker. So even if you have a very small space, you don't have a big craft room, this will be perfect for you. And everything that you need to get going is right there in the box. I think just for this project, the only other thing you would need is obviously photo paper, and then your little baggies to go inside. There is printable vinyl in there. You can get going straight off the bat. Thank you all for joining. I hope that this was a very insightful and helpful class, and I will see you again soon. Have a good evening.